Hello, 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 guys. It's me, Donna Harris, and I am maximum momming in my linen closet. So, when I bought this house, I really loved the large linen closet because I love space. But the one thing about space is that you're always going to fill it with stuff. And so, I decided to declutter and organize my stuff. And I wanted to start in the linen closet because you can't even see the floor. And I thought this is one place where I can organize and declutter and just feel good when I step in here. So let's get started. First things first, you gotta remove all of the stuff that's inside of the linen closet. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to remove some stuff just so I can see the floor. So the next thing I'm going to tackle are my sheets. And I bought these little storage bags that I'm going to use to put my sheets in. Because as you can see right behind me, the sheets are in these little baskets. And it's very dusty here in Bakersfield. And I was thinking my sheets are going to get dusty. And sometimes the cats get in the linen closet and they can lay on the sheets and get fur all over them. So I'm going to stick them in these storage bags. So I decided to separate the sheets for my bed and my husband's bed separate from my daughter's beds. So the sheets that I'm putting in this bag right here are for our queen size bed. And the pillowcases that go for that bed, we're putting them in this bag as well. And then I'm going to use another bag to put my daughter's pillowcases and sheets into their own bag. And I feel like that will be a good way to organize the sheets for us. So the towels, I'm basically going to refold them because I've had them rolled for so many years, and I just feel like I want to change. So I'm going to fold them in thirds, make them a little flatter, and just make them look a little bit neater. And that's what I'm going to do next. While folding, I realized that we could use some new towels. Like they're a little bit, yeah, they just need to be replaced. And we've had these for years, and I just didn't want to spend the money. It's just us, especially during the pandemic. It was just us. We didn't really have a lot of guests. And so we just didn't really need to buy new towels. So I don't know. I guess it's just time to replace them and get some nicer ones. So I bought these little plastic dividers on Amazon, and I like them better than the metal ones that I was using, because they're better for my shelves. The metal ones were kind of like ripping up the paint a little bit, and I kind of prefer the plastic ones, and they're good to divide things. So right now I'm just putting our washcloths into a different basket, and because I'm going to get rid of the basket that they were in. And this is a cuter one, so I decided to use that one. And then I'm going to put the towels back up and then just focus on, using the dividers to help my family know what is what and help to organize the linen closet. So this side of the linen closet, I want to just be linen. Like I just want it to be linen and get rid of all this other stuff that's on this side. And then the other sides, I'm just gonna organize. So this, just linen, and then one side be school supplies, and one side to just be other things that I want. So gotta take more stuff out. My linen closet is looking a lot emptier. Um, but I'm going to have to see about all the stuff that's in my hallway and get it back into the linen closet. So more organizing to go. So this larger bag, I want to be able to put something in it. And so I have this smaller bag that's for linen. And all this stuff is like my daughter's winter clothes, but she's grown out of a lot of it and I've taken a lot of it to Goodwill. So what I'm doing now is just putting what's left over into a smaller bag. And I did that with my 12-year-old as well. So this is for my 15-year-old. And I'm just putting, and there's like winter clothes plus old costumes, which she doesn't like to trick or treat anymore. So I'm just gonna keep them for another year because I don't want to necessarily get rid of them. I'm the mom and I know she's 15, but I don't want to get rid of them anymore. But I'm gonna save them and maybe she'll come around. So this top shelf has both of my daughter's paintings and things, and also my daughter's karate belts. So I'm just trying to figure out like what I want to do with them. And I'm thinking I'm going to put them in that big bag that I emptied into the smaller bag. So I think that's my next job. All these like miscellaneous medications and bandage rolls and all kind of stuff laying around, and I bought this little medical bag just to put some of it in it. I got it on Amazon, and so I'm just gonna put some of our medical stuff that's just lying around inside of it, and fill it up, and any medication that is left over I can have in a nice smaller container, and that way my family can know where our medications are. We have some in the medicine cabinet, but I don't keep any in my daughter's medicine cabinets because even though they're 12 and 15, I just don't feel comfortable leaving medications like cough syrups and things like that, or pills or anything in their medicine cabinets, because I just don't feel comfortable leaving that in their, where they can get it easily. So there's stuff in our medicine cabinet in our bedroom, and there's medications that I put up, but I just wanted these medications, I have them that they can have access to. They're not bad medications, they're Pepto-Bismol and, certain things that they can use. So I feel comfortable having this in the linen closet, but not certain other medications. Those I keep with me in a location. this drawer is an example of something that I'm going to declutter. So I have a lot of these drawers, like tubs with drawers on them, and I don't like them anymore. As you can see, there's another one next to it. And I think when I have these drawers in here, that I put more junk in them. And so I just don't want to have drawers in there anymore. It's just not something that I want to do. So I'm taking out all of the drawers and I'm putting them into containers. And I think that that'll make it better for me to label and to make it look more aesthetically pleasing instead of having all of these tubs with drawers. So that's something that I'm going to declutter, and not have all that in there. I think that that'll make it look better, and a little bit neater and more organized. So my mom passed away in 2010, and one thing that she left was her recipes, and she wanted to make a cookbook. And if you don't know, I'm also a full-time writer, and I write romance novels. And one of the things, I've never written a cookbook before, but I plan to write a cookbook, and in her honor, with her recipes. And so I have them, and I wanted to put them in a better container than what I had them in. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm putting them in a better container, to make sure that they are safe and secure. And I am eventually going to do the cookbook and get it all together and make sure I make her proud in that process. I wanted to make sure that all generations of our family have a cookbook of her recipes for years to come. Now, my motto is usually to basically put all like things together. And I have all my beads in this one large container, but I don't like this container anymore. It's not a good shape. And it doesn't look aesthetically pleasing. It's really just a Tupperware bowl that I took from the kitchen and just put all my beads in. So I got these nice little cute containers off of Amazon. They came in a pack of 4, and I usually wouldn't just get, put them in 4 different containers. I would just put it in one big container, but I really like having these 4 containers to put them in. And I don't even think I used all 4. I think I only used maybe 2 for the beads, because I make jewelry with these beads. So I think I only used 2, and I was happy with that. So what do you do when your husband has golf balls and he doesn't golf and he wants to keep the golf balls? I have no clue. So I'm trying to figure out how to organize these golf balls, as well as old Easter baskets that my daughters have, and get them in the linen closet because there's nowhere else for them to go. So yeah, that's my dilemma right now. Just trying to organize the unorganizable in my linen closet. Last and final step, I am vacuuming. So that means that I have gotten everything I've wanted back into the linen closet. And the things that I do not want have been trashed or taken to the Goodwill. Yes, I took a break and I took a trip to the Goodwill in the middle of this clean and organize and declutter. And I went to Goodwill and dropped some things off, and I came back and finished. And now I'm vacuuming. And there you have it, folks. This is the complete and finished and decluttered and organized linen closet. I am taking a big sigh of relief, and I can't believe that I completed it. So this side has the recipes at the bottom and some school supplies. So at the very bottom, there's like pictures and things like that. And then on the second shelf, first shelf, I had some recipes, my mom's recipes and things. And then, as you can see, I have notebooks, paper, graphing paper, glue, miscellaneous school supplies. I have highlighters and Sharpies and Expo markers, glasses and goggles for our pool. And then we have craft supplies, beads, sewing, canvas, some more craft supplies, some more craft supplies. Yes, we have lots of craft supplies. We also have on this side, we have the pictures at the top. I have my juicer that I don't use a lot. We have, basically, I have some sentimental things at the top. We have our toothpaste and air freshener, medications. We have shampoo, conditioner, soap, envelopes, supplies, toilet paper, paper towel, all that good stuff. But overall, I just got rid of some stuff because it was just too much. And since December of basically 2022, I have been trying to declutter a lot of stuff out of my life. And my linen closet was basically the last straw because I just could not focus every time I walked in that room. And I just did not want to go in there. And this helped push me to go in there and get the job done. You guys, I feel like I was accountable to you because I'm telling you that I want to live a clean and happy life, and cleaning is my thing. And then I have a room that looks like that. And so you guys pushed me to basically get the job done. And now the anxiety is gone. The room still looks the same. I get on my girls like, hey, put things back to where they're supposed to do, where they're supposed to go. And if they don't, I have to go behind them sometimes and put the lids on things and put containers back where they need to go. But overall, it looks like this, right now. And I'm very happy about that. So thank you for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can be notified of any new videos I make, and I'll see you. Have a great day.